nowadays. Let's see where they come from. Carbohydrates provide the energy for the growing plant, so they can be found in the starchy portion of a plant. They also give sweetness to fruits, vegetables and honey. And at last you find the refined variety in sweets and soft drinks. So it's a very large and heterogeneous group. When we talk about carbohydrates, we should really have a good look at the response that it initiates in the body. So it is this context when we can talk about good and bad carbohydrates. When we eat carbohydrates, they get broken down to smaller units, and then they're going to be absorbed and either used right away or put away for later use. So when we talk about this whole process, we really have to understand how the hormone insulin works. Insulin is the hormone of plenty, the hormone of abundance and prosperity. When we eat sugar or carbohydrate in any form, then insulin escorts glucose, the smallest unit inside the cells. But that's not all that it does. Being the hormone of abundance, it also helps protein synthesis, which is very good. But it also helps fat deposition, which is not a very popular side of insulin. So let's have a look at the body's response to good and bad carbohydrates. This graph shows the healthy glycemic or blood sugar response to good and bad carbs. On the vertical axis, we have the amount of blood sugar. On the horizontal axis, the time in hours after eating a certain food with carbohydrates in it. The green curve, the low glucose response, shows the response we want, a nice, gentle curve, just the right amount of insulin, not too much encouragement for fat deposition, and not too much sugar to hang around, like when we eat a nice whole grain apple muffin. The red curve shows the response to a large amount of too quickly available refined carbs or bad carbs entering the blood, like when we drink a sugary soft drink. Lots of insulin being released in response to this, so much that it goes below the starting value, causing a blood sugar low, which means more hunger, and then it stabilizes. What we want is to limit the sudden high influx of large amounts of sugar, and with that, also the amount of insulin being present. Keep in mind that what we really want is a nice, gentle curve, not big highs and lows. In order not to have too much insulin all at once, we can do the